You know, the world doesn't make heroes out of comfort. It makes heroes out of adversity. Every person you admire, every leader, every CEO, every icon, they weren't shaped by smooth roads. They were shaped by struggles, failures, and stress that refused to let them stay the same. Stress and discomfort are not punishment. They are the algorithm of evolution. Every system in nature adapts, innovates, and evolves precisely because of stress. It is nature's way of literally rewriting the DNA, natural selection through adaptation. If you look at the nature around you, you'll see that birds, they develop stronger, longer, diverse beaks precisely due to food scarcity. Fish evolve camouflage when stalked by predators. An overshaded tree dies quickly, whereas a bougainvillea shrub grows brighter, more vibrant flowers when stressed by drought. Cretaceous beings, crabs, lobsters, they grow out of their shells precisely due to the discomfort caused by the restriction and constriction. And so the human mind and body is no different. Muscles atrophy due to comfort. Micro tears from lifting weights cause muscles to rebuild stronger. Mild caloric restriction causes better cardiac rhythm, better cognitive performance, and it slows down aging. The mind evolves and adapts under stress as well. Irrigation systems from painful droughts, telecommunication systems from long distance, automated systems from labor fatigue. And so you'll see proof of adaptation and resilience precisely due to stress. In sports as well, pick your favorite athlete and see how they've performed under stress. I'll pick a few of my favorites. Heather Dorridin, Mark Marquez. Heather Dorridin, the US runner, multi-time US national champion, tripped and fell during the 2008 600-meter indoor race. And the crowd, it gasped. They thought the race was over, but she didn't stay down. She picked herself up and she pushed herself to the limits. Lap after lap, she ran and she won. Mark Marquez, MotoGP 2016 Japanese Grand Prix. His bike stalled before the race even began, and everybody thought it was over. He adapted, recalibrated, and took the podium as the winner. And so this is not luck. This is the mind functioning under stress and thriving because of it. And so your favorite athletes, MMA fighters, CEOs, innovators, astronauts, they're not special because they avoided pain. Precisely the opposite. They're special because they took pain and stress and converted it into fuel. They took discomfort and converted it into growth. They took failure and converted it into strategy, not a loss. In fact, your losses make your victory even more special. They push you to achieve the impossible odds, and that way your victory is undeniable. It is forged through struggle. It is sharpened by pressure. The CEO of a $1 trillion company, NVIDIA, says in his speech to Stanford students, "I wish ample of suffering on you," quote, because greatness is caused by people who have suffered, not by smart people. Character is forged by people who have suffered, not by smart people. And so if you, or when you feel like you're drowning in stress, overwhelm, anxiety, pause and realize this is information. It's not your identity. This is nature's command to evolve, adapt, innovate, and grow, because discomfort is not the enemy. It is the mother of evolution. Discomfort is the nature's way of literally rewriting the DNA. And so loss, overwhelm, fatigue, disassociation, trauma, internal fracture, internal fragmentation, these are not destructive things. These are signals for you to activate your highest potential. Ancient philosophies like sacred traditions dating back to 10,000 BCE ancient India will regurgitate the same truth. I can't help but quote I believe it's the second chapter, verse 36. Yadrachaya chopapannam swargadwaram apavritam sukhina kshatriya partha labhante yuddham idrisham. Extremely powerful quote. What it's essentially saying is the gates of heaven are open to those who willingly or happily fight unsought battles, unsought struggles. And so if life chooses you and hands over its struggles to you, it is your moral obligation to march in the battlefield of life, march towards your goal and achieve success. It's not only an obligation, but it's an open doorway to heaven, which is pretty profound. And so the proprietary framework that I created, called the Neurologic Recode, is precisely built on this philosophy. It's a framework for trauma transformation, identity reinvention, nervous system recalibration, and logical self-command, the highest form of self-mastery. It is structured to take pain and turn it into power. Take waste, such as your trauma, your handicaps, your setbacks, your failures, and use them as architectural design components to reinvent yourself inside out and upgrade what I call the self-operating system. It's a structured methodology, a repeatable framework for human reinvention that anyone can follow. And it includes 5 core modules, which are fracture, regulation, detachment, new self-operating system, and the mosaic architecture, where every crack in your life is turned into a masterpiece of conscious design, like a mosaic mural, turning your life into your highest work of art. And so what it is, essentially, is a map to guide you through the chaos, a system that takes your stress and turns it into fuel, and an entire framework that upgrades yourself such that you become the highest, most integrated version of yourself. And so in the next video, I'll talk to you a little bit about what these 5 core modules contain and how you might benefit from it in your life.